Hello, I'm Tom Stengel from ID Quantique, and today I want to just talk to you a little bit about how quantum is bringing value to IoT security. So today, it's already out there in the world. Quantum technology is not the future and it's not science fiction. What quantum technology is already in people's pockets in cell phones like from Samsung and VinSmart around the world. It's available in many industries already, financial industries, telcos, computing, automotive, and recently, due to the shrinkage of the down into a semiconductor chip, mobile and Internet of Things. You know, today there's 20 billion Internet of Things devices in the world, and within 5 years, it's expected to exceed 45 billion Internet of Things connected devices. That means pretty much everything's going to be connected, and it's important. It brings value to us, to our lives. You know, the front door of your house will be an electronic lock and will open without needing a mechanical key. You're probably already controlling the heating system in your house through an Internet of Things connected devices. Everything else is going to be connected soon too, including your garbage can and the broom at some point, and not just for Quidditch. In each of those things, you need to establish a chain of trust. You know, the establishment of trust, strong user authentication, and encrypting the data. Most importantly is encrypting the data as close as possible to where the data is created so that a hacker never gets access to it. This is all part of building a chain of trust from the root of trust all the way through to the user. And there's a reason for that, because 98% of the traffic today on the internet from Internet of Things devices is not encrypted. And it's the main concern for consumers. Of course, consumers are always asking for more features and more things that make their lives easier and lower cost and longer battery life if it's a handheld. But the main concern is security. And that's why there's a direct link between adding security to a product and sales. 92% of companies report an increase in sales or an increase in product usage after a device has been made more secure. And I should say provably more secure, the ability to say quantum enhanced security. You know, there's a lot of different kind of use cases. This is basic video encryption, which in and of itself has some different markets you can use it in. Video surveillance with IP cameras or drones, voice over IP for video conferencing, and various kinds of remote management of sensors. All of these things, you don't want somebody from the outside world to get unauthorized access to your video. In particular, with video surveillance cameras, they're often in an area that's very sensitive, and you want access, you want to grant access to the right people, but you want to make sure that nobody gets unauthorized access. And I should add that some municipalities are now requiring a repeated updating of keys to not manufacture a camera with one key for the life of the product. More and more Internet of Things devices are going to have that requirement in the future, continually changing the keys. You know, the Internet of Medical Things is another rising term. In every doctor's office or hospital, there's already carts that wheel around with various test equipment, simple stuff like blood pressure, complex stuff like x-rays. It brings up your medical information, which is private. More importantly, all that information is attached to things like your government ID number, your social security number, and your address. It's a complete capability kit for somebody to steal your identity, not just your healthcare information. So in addition, there's the rise of home healthcare devices that people are now using in this pandemic to do remote access to their doctor and have the equipment at home. All of this needs to be protected. And point of sale equipment, for decades, we swipe our credit card when we charge something. That credit card is more than financial. It also has your government ID number and your address and things associated with it to steal your complete identity. So ID Quantique with a QR&G chip has come up with a simple and inexpensive way to upgrade all of these different kinds of Internet of Things devices in your home, in your office, in your pocket. And how we do that is that every file of data or every transmission in the digital space, it gets locked with an encryption algorithm, which is a mathematical lock, just like the lock on your front door, only in this case it's a mathematical lock. And the key to open that, just like with your front door, only it's a mathematical key. And that's where the hackers try to pick the lock. by reproducing your key. In order to make a secure key, you start with a foundation of a true random number to create a key that a hacker can't reproduce and pick the lock. And those true random numbers come from the fact that, as quantum physics proves, light is intrinsically random. It's making random bits from the first bit. And that intrinsic randomness can be applied to your existing systems. Today, you're already using systems on a chip processors in your Internet of Things devices or mobile phones or laptops, and they already use encryption, and that encryption is already using a random number generator that's built in. And with ID Quantique, our chip solders down on the board right next to that processor. And when your CPU goes to the encryption engine to encrypt something, now instead of creating a key from the old-fashioned random number generator, it's using the quantum random number generator to generate that key for the highest level of security, because the quantum does the rest. And the best news is it's available today. It's already out there. It's already possibly in your pocket, depending upon which cell phone or Internet of Things device you have. And it brings the highest level of trust. And as we started with, 92% of the companies report an increase of sales or product usage when you can prove you've added more security to your product. I want to thank you very much, and also highlight to you that you can reach out to us with questions or go to the ID Quantique website for the webinars that we have on the Internet of Things, and also the webinar we have on mobile devices and other implementations for the QRNG devices. Thank you very much and have a nice day.